Hi everybody, welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. I'm Phil Smythe, Barry Curtin over here to my left as always. Baz, how are you?
Good mate, going well.
Been an interesting couple of weeks
Been
in
a
sport,
wild
hasn't
couple
it?
of weeks, mate.
You could pick any sport. Could the AFL have been any happier with the way the season finished with them?
no.
Right down to the wire.
Incredible.
To the last game of how the eight's going to set up. And
How that
unfortunately for
happened.
us, both our teams missed out.
Yeah.
Was it a disaster for both teams? Baz, is it as bad as
it's not good.
everybody's saying?
It's not pretty. It's
No?
not. You know, when you talk about Adelaide, who were grand finalists 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
That's a pretty big jump.
Big fall.
That's
Yep.
two in a row. I think they were 12th last year.
Yep.
And I think they're 11th again this
Okay.
year. So
Yep.
I think theirs has been a bit dramatic. Ports are 9th and 10th.
It's interesting, isn't it? So
You know.
Melbourne, for example, they had a
Shocking, mate.
massive fall as
Yeah.
well. I haven't had a chance to have a look at the stat, and I want to do this. Has there been a team since the AFL started that hasn't missed out on finals at least once since the AFL started? Because I don't think
Which
there's
is
any
going back
team.
to
There's any
1980
team
odd,
that could claim that we've been in the finals every year since the AFL started.
Well, I don't know about that.
Is there any team that could claim that?
I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
there
that's
may
an
be.
interesting one.
There
Yeah,
may be,
that
but
could-
it's
it
just
could
that
be.
we all have this expectation of both the Power and the Crows being in the finals every year.
It can only be a Victorian side.
I'm guessing my point is
Really.
that it's unrealistic.
It can
And
only be a
I'll ask it,
Victorian side.
I see where Scott's coming from for Geelong. We should have a game at Geelong. We finished top of the
I
ladder.
don't agree with that.
I see where he's coming from,
Yeah.
but I also see, mate, you don't travel every weekend unless you're counting Geelong down to the MCG to play a game as travel. So when he says it's not fair, no, the whole draw is not fair. It's not. It's never going to be
that's
fair because so we have to accept that it's never going to be played out of the MCG. I think they're signed till 2053 or 57 grand finals at the
That's right,
MCG. So
that's right.
let's accept that.
Yeah.
But you have to accept also that the draw isn't home and away fair.
Yeah.
So you can't go, oh, well, hang on a minute, I want to change the rule for the finals.
Well, Geelong are calling for, Phil, they're saying we should be playing at
Geelong.
Geelong. Well,
Yeah.
no, you shouldn't be playing at Geelong because when you play the big wigs,
Yeah.
Collingwood,
Richmond.
Hawthorn, Richmond, whatever, you give away a home game to go to the MCG during the year.
Yeah. That's what
Because
I'm
you
saying.
know you're going to get 70, 80,000. You can only fit 30,000 or 20, whatever it is, at GmbH or whatever they call
So
that.
I'm on,
joint.
if you want to have a home game because you finished first, then let's make it fair for everyone. So everyone plays the same number of home and away games in the state,
Yeah, play
and
each other
then we'll
yeah,
negotiate.
yeah.
it.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
No, that's right.
And I as a coach wouldn't want to do it either. So I get where he's trying to please the fans and what he's trying to do, but not coming across all that good, is
No,
it?
mate, you're not going to lock out. The AFL is not going to lock out 60,000 people.
No, it's never going to happen.
You know, it's not going to happen.
No,
So
the
forget
whole
it
thing's
and
never...
get on with it.
Hey, I was on Adelaide Oval Monday night. Norwood had a training there, and I was lucky enough to get out and have a walk around with the boys and have a look at it. And on the Sunday, again, I'm not trying to brag. Don't misinterpret that. On Sunday, I was with the Lions, and I had a chance to walk around on the Saturday on the G.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which over you're on, mate. They're just fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, there's something special about both. I'm wandering around for a while on at the G, mate. And next thing, footy hits me in the head, and I'm sorry, boys, I'm not paying attention because I'm just having a look at how great it is. Same thing happened to me on Monday night. I'm walking around. The boys are going, "What are you doing, mate?" I go, "They're just fantastic. The sun's setting, the lights are there, scoreboard in the background." Then some bloke comes over and says, "Oh, don't you reckon they should knock the scoreboard down?" And I said, "You're kidding, aren't you? This is what makes this oval unique.
It's unbelievable.
She's got some great things, haven't we?"
It's a fantastic place.
All right, mate, we need to get the wheels spinning because we're going to break some stories on this show, but we need to get over to Bridget with the sporting news first. Bridget, what have you got for us?
Thanks, boys. I'm Bridget, and here's your sporting news. Port Adelaide finished off their rocky season with a win, dismantling Fremantle by 43 points. Young stars Connor Rosé and Xavier Dersma were some of the Power's best, both kicking multiple goals. Despite a strong win, Ken Hinkley's men will go another year without finals. The Crows are in a similar boat after they couldn't keep up with the Doggies, going down hard in Ballarat. Matt Crouch racked up an incredible 47 disposals, but Adelaide were outplayed in every position on the field. Going into the off-season, both SA teams will be expecting a roster shake-up and will be hoping for a better performance in 2020. Athletics gun Isaac Heen has added another Australian title to his name and brought more gold to SA in the Under-20 Australian Cross Country Championships. Heen pushed the pace in all the right moments and proved too strong in the final stages, ousting all other competitors to claim the victory. Fellow SA athlete Bailey Dyer finished 15th, while Brooke McGregor placed 38 in the women's race. Well done to all SA athletes who ran on the day. Adelaide Adrenaline Ice Hockey Club have capped off a disappointing season with a horror loss against Newcastle. A 10-goal blitz by the North Stars in the second period saw the home team storm home strong. The bad news didn't stop there for Adrenaline, with superstars Alice Kratoska and Jamie Holland announcing their departures from the club. Adrenaline will be hoping to regroup in the off-season and come back with some vengeance in 2020. In the final round for the season, the Adelaide Thunderbirds showed good signs early but couldn't match the intensity of minor premiers, the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Defender Shamera Sterling continued her unstoppable form, ripping down 3 of her 5 intercepts in the first quarter. Maria Folau was also excellent once again, nailing shot after shot all game, but it wasn't enough to take down the Lightning. The Thunderbirds will go into the off-season hoping to secure the services of star trio Chelsea Pittman, Beth Cobden and Maria Folau for next season. To bowls, the SA Super League ladder is starting to take shape as we get to the pointy end of the season. The Hyacinth Comets continue to dominate the competition, staying top of the table following a tight win over the Eastern Raiders. The Central Chargers also looked strong after battling it out with the Mallee Pirates to grab a handy win. The Southeastern Spartans and the Western Rogues were also claiming wins on the day. Round 5 is looking to be a beauty and will be played at the Salisbury Bowls Club tonight. SA rower Celia Cowan has done it up again, pairing up with Hamish Harding to claim gold in the Trans-Tasman at Lake Karapiro in New Zealand. The win followed another strong performance from Cowan, who just the day before turned out to the under-21 lightweight singles, winning the title in testing conditions. Well done to both Celia and Team Australia. That's all for this week. I'll see you soon.